Howdy everybody, ArgonMatrix here. Welcome to episode 14 of the Binding of Isaac Afterbirth Plus. That's a mouthful, isn't it? Maggie stubbornly refuses to be unlocked, as we saw in our last run, which was tense for all the wrong reasons. So let's try Azazel on Greedier mode? Or just Greed mode? Because in order to unlock Lilith, we have to beat Greed mode with Azazel. I would assume that Greedier mode would count, and I might as well show off Greedier mode regardless. Greedier mode's going to look a lot like Greed mode, as you might imagine. Here's the seed, HKHH, a lot of H's. CFVK, a numberless seed. I don't know if that's a good or a bad sign. I will take an HP upgrade, absolutely. Yeah, so obviously, Greedier mode looks quite a bit like regular Greed mode. The main differences are, you can see that we have 11 waves to fight instead of 10. Still only 2 of those are boss waves, so you only have 9 normal waves, and then 10 and 11 are boss waves, and then you have a 12 out of 11, which is your deal with the devil one. Nothing I can really do about this right now. You also get fewer coin drops, I believe, and less time on your timer in order to fight the enemies. And I also believe you might get more difficult enemies on the whole. Plus, towards the end, or at the end, I should say, it's at the very end, Ultra Greed, who we know as the final boss of Greed mode, has a second phase, because, you know, that boss fight wasn't hard enough as it was. It needed, it definitely needed some sort of a buff. I'm not too upset about it, honestly. It's neither here nor there for me. It's, I fought it a couple of times in the past. I've beat it before. Not that well. I know his strategies a little bit, and honestly, it's pretty fun. It's a pretty fun fight. It's not like hard for the wrong reasons, as a lot of people are complaining about other things in Afterbirth Plus. But it seems hard for the right reasons to me. It seems like it's just a tough boss to take down. There are some things about it that I would probably change, which we'll get to when we cross that bridge. Which usually that metaphor goes the other way around. You know, we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. We're gonna come to that bridge when we cross it. Think about the implications of that now. All right, let's just try a boss fight here. Got Dingle. Dingle I can probably take on without having to press the button, because you can see you have significantly less time, especially to take out these bosses now. Because the second boss is just gonna spawn in right away here. It's a bunch of gurglings. Actually, only 2 gurglings, and then just some random dudes in the bottom there. Not the greatest outcome here. Oh, geez. Alright, Dingle. There we go. Yeah, I think one of the biggest strategies with Greedier mode might actually be to know when to push that button in the middle to stop things spawning. That was dumb. Because you can very easily get overwhelmed in Greedier mode if you don't press that button at the right time. In normal Greed mode, I hardly ever found myself pressing the button at all, just because the waves were never quite that overwhelming. Sometimes they could be pretty nasty if you don't have the right amount of damage to deal with it. But for the most part, you could actually get by, and Greed mode was considered in Afterbirth to probably be one of the easier things to do in the game, to complete anyway. Just because there's you got so much money, and there's so many different possible game-breaking combinations. Wow, okay. I'm just gonna die as Azazel, though. I've always found, I don't know, for some reason, Greed mode as Azazel, I've never been good at. I don't know why. It's something to do with her range. His range, I'm sorry. I always want to call Azazel her. Something to do, I don't know. It just kind of psychs me out for some reason. I will buy this key and see if I can get something nice in this treasure room here. It is the Pinking Shears, which is actually really nice. Cut and run. Gives you a very powerful familiar for one room, which is all we really need it for in Greed mode, isn't it? Also, should probably buy this HP upgrade at half price, and can't really do much else here, so let's move on down to floor number 2, the caves. So, things to look out for in Greedier mode, obviously, are you have to be very frugal with your spending, which I mostly only said because I hardly ever get to say the word frugal. The shot speed down from Blue Cap is negligible. Actually, it's non-existent as Azazel. Ooh. Lump of coal could be fun. Take this key at half price. Yeah, so you have to be very frugal with your spending just because you get so much less money. I believe cancer is actually really good because it makes it so when we get hits, then we get the wafer effect, so we only take half damage for the rest of the room, which could be amazing, honestly. Deal with the angel here. It's not the greatest. We actually it's not that bad. We got a bunch of money out of it, so it could certainly be worse. We can actually afford to get to lump of coal now. And then start this, actually use the pinking shears to get our familiar buddy, who will just run around and kind of destroy enemies at this point. And then we'll start getting charges back on it as the waves get on here. Wow, we're actually just kind of demolishing these first couple of waves anyway. Hello. I'm telling you, this little body familiar buddy, he's like so powerful. Probably one of the strongest, if not the strongest familiar you can get in the game. His only downside really is that he cannot fly. That little mushroom, these mushrooms are actually kind of juking me out a little bit, because they can shoot both diagonally and perpendicularly. I could use Pinking Shears again and get a second buddy, but I think I want to save my charges so that it's ready for the next floor. I don't know. I guess in theory, if there's 12 waves, then you could use it twice on a floor and still have it charged for the next floor. In theory, I don't know. I mean, I'm at 6 plus 6 equals 12, so you would think, right? I already got Pin here, who's pretty easy, honestly. Especially if we can get that happening. Yeah, see that? I'm telling you, the Pinking Shears are probably... Oh, another Ragman fight. Okay. Is this only one Ragman? We fought 2 on the first floor. That seems a little back-asswards game. Alright, get all our money here. Don't actually need to fight the deal with the devil because we got warped to the deal with the angel, which is what it was on this floor, from the curse room, so I don't need to worry about that. What do I need to worry about here, though? I think this is an evil range and shot speed upgrade. The range actually might be nice, and you get a black card out of it, so I think I will take the safety pin and move on to the next floor here. Alright, making pretty good, pretty steady progress. The first floor was rough, I'll give you that much, but I think we've kind of come a little bit more into our own on the second floor here. Now the third floor we got the wire coat hanger, which is a tiers upgrade. It basically just shortens our charge time. I would actually like both of these if I could, but if I had to pick, I'd probably take the champion belt for the damage upgrade because our tiers are actually already totally fine, as you can see here. Didn't need to buy that key, but, you know, I'm going to need more than one key for the rest of the game, so 2020. That does lower our charge time, or increase our charge time by a little bit, but it gives us kind of a double shot, which is very hard to tell here with Brimstone. Also makes us look fucking adorable. I mean, look at that. Got some money in here, that's totally fine. And let's put this theory to the test. We'll use Pinking Shears, and then once it's charged up, we'll use it right away again, and hopefully we should have another charge ready in time for the womb floor. There's, oh geez, sniped me right out of there. You see, but you can see since we got hit there, we have this blue aura, which is the effect of cancer activating, which gives us half damage for the rest of the floor, which I don't think is going to matter too much here, because I mean, I think these guys can actually do a full heart of damage, but mostly only matter in like the last floor, I think, when the boss can do a full heart of damage. And I guess against champions, yeah. In general, cancer, it's better to have cancer than to not have cancer. It's not something you want to say in real life, obviously, but in this circumstance, cancer is a pretty solid upgrade. Hello. These guys I don't have to worry about with their phalangeal jaws. They just shoot creep, which I just fly right over anyway. Alright. Yeah, so it looks like I should actually, looks like my math was indeed right. And I should be able to get our charge back on the Pinking Shears just in time for the next floor, so that's good to know. Got that, and now let's fight for our deal with the devil, I guess. Possibly deal with the angel. Ooh, the cage is a pretty nasty fight. But we can hide it over these skulls when he does that attack, and our fucking Pinking Shears guys just dealt with him like it was stealing candy from a baby. Just, you know, go with the classic idioms when they work. Probably not worth it for either of these, honestly. Not worth trading the HP, because you're going to need all the HP that you can get when you get down to the later floors here. Just trust me on that one. Trust in me, child. Alright, so damage and challenge up. It makes it so more champion enemies will spawn, which is not the end of the world. I think it's worth it probably for the pretty significant damage upgrade. And let's move on down. Making short work of this run. That's the thing, is that greedier mode runs are still gonna be on the whole shorter than standard runs. I will definitely take a range upgrade. We can already go right in here. Do I want number 1, which drastically, I think, no, the smart thing here is Smart Fly. It drastically decreases our range and increases our tier rate, but I think our tier rate is fine. Ooh, the car battery would be so good because it would give us 2 uses of the pinking shears for every 6 charges. That would be so nice. I think I have to save up for that. So use the pinking shears here. We should be able to make this floor at least work without the car battery. Okay. Well, look how fast these waves are coming in now. Yeah, see, once you get out to the womb is when you start to really feel the burn of that greedier mode timer. Because it's just so fucking short. Like, even with the amount of damage we're doing, which is pretty savage damage. We're still not clearing these waves out in time. Oh, God. Okay, be careful not to hemorrhage too much HP here, because you're in a pretty good spot, but I'm talking to myself, by the way, in third person, because, you know, that's a thing that normal people do. Okay, yeah, like I said, you're in a good spot, but don't get lazy. Deal with this guy. Alright, this is the last wave before the bosses, so you can take your time on it. Good stuff, good stuff. At least when we get hit, our Smart Fly activates, too, so that's pretty good. I will stay in here and fight the bosses because I have the pinking shear buddies active and they will leave once I leave the room. Alright, oh god. Just let your familiars deal with this. I could actually probably just hide out here and be totally fine. Even Smart Fly is doing his thing there. Yeah, there we go. Good stuff, good stuff. And I should probably go for that deal with the devil as well. Double Stain is pretty... Oh, Double Stain plus Skull X. Oh my god. That's actually... I thought Double Stain would be bad enough. I think we've only killed 1 Stain so far. No, I guess we had them both. Okay. Fine by me. Get a bunch more money in here. I'm rich. I need to be rich. This is the thing, though, is that it's going to be hard to keep our Greedier donation machine going up. Or our Greed donation machine intact with greed mode. I will take this for HP and a trinket, which could be good. That actually is not the worst thing. Vibrant Bulb gives us an all stats upgrade when our charge is full. Unfortunately, I think most of the time our charge is not going to be full, so it's kind of a crapshoot. And I think, not going to worry about that curse room, going to preserve my HP as much as I can here. Yeah, keeping money down to the next floor, or not the next floor, but to the final floor is going to be a lot harder in Greedier mode, I think, than it would be in normal Greed mode. So in order to build up our Greed mode donation machine, I might end up going for just normal Greed mode runs, because you get so much more money and it's so much easier to, to keep it with you down to the next floor. I will buy BFF. It makes my friends stronger, so my Smart Fly, my Pinking Shears buddies will all do more damage, which is phenomenal. And now with Car Battery, we should get 2 uses out of it. Yeah, look at that. We already got 2 right off the bat, so at the end of this we should have 4. If I play my cards right here. And they will be doing more damage now because of BFF, so they are currently the stars of the show by far. But I still have to guide them to victory a little bit here. Gotta be careful about that. We're doing alright here. It looks like it's giving me actually a decent amount of time. I think there was some adjusting made to the balance of Greedier mode because people were complaining that it was way, way too hard. So that timer might give us more time than I think it will. Oh, I should use it now. Got 4 little buddies going with us. Unfortunately, I won't be able to make use of this, of 4 of these guys on the actual Ultra Greed fight, because that doesn't happen in waves, but I should at least be able to use Car Battery Pinking Shears to make some magic happen, as it were. Okay, that's pretty good. Get this money and see what we can do. Oh my god, Little Horn. The little one just ate. The adversary just ate shit too. Holy shit. These guys are so strong. It's ridiculous. Alright, one more fight here for the deal with the devil. Double Krampus. Okay, well that should be fine because they're dead already. So, sweet. Get some more money out of this. I'm honestly fine with that. A luck upgrade too. That's lucky pennies that we unlocked on our last greed mode run. Do I want Spider Mod? It makes it so we can see damage numbers. That'd be kind of fun, and also kind of, I think it applies like status effects to enemies sometimes when it walks over them. Let's go ahead and buy the key first and check this out. We got Ball of Tar, which is, I mean, like I said in the last run, I think better than not having Ball of Tar. And it's probably worth it to check this out. I don't know. Could have been better. Could have been worse though. Let's buy Spider Mod. It'll be fun to see at least how much damage and stuff we're doing. And then I think you buy the card? No, you save your money, I was gonna say the card could come invaluable, but it could also be total shit, so I think save your money as much as possible so you can donate as much as possible at the end, and also so you can get good items in this last shop that we got here. What do we have? Jar of Flies for half price, and no reroll machine either, and a wooden spoon for a speed upgrade. That's pretty bad, all things told. Shit, man, that sucks. And our last shop is kind of a wash here. Oh well, we're gonna have to just make the best of the situation. You're gonna put out these fires so that I don't accidentally dodge into them or anything. Use our pink and shear strategy and make this floor our bitch, as it were. I'm curious how much damage those. It looks like they do like 110 damage per tick, and they do like so many ticks of damage. So it's just kind of crazy. Oh god. Oh well, they just dealt with that totally fine without even me being there. Got some wall masters coming down right there, or at least one or two. Is it gonna be three? Not three, okay. Thank god. Use your pink and shears again. So we will have it charged up in time for the Ultra Greed fight. If I did that correctly, I should. We also have like a couple of rooms between this floor and the next floor, or at least one room with the sort of mini boss fight for Ultra Greed. So even if we're missing like one charge, then we should be fine. But I think I did it at the right time. Come on now, don't be shy. You're the next contestant on Get Fucked by the Pinking Shears. See? I couldn't even fire in time. Oh, it's too good. Okay. Alright, deal with these Greedos here. They're clearly shooting first. Oh my god. Oh my goodness. Alright, who is here? Oh, hello. I also got a battery charge out of there somewhere. Do I think it's worth it to go for the deal with the devil? Let's try it. This is a tough fight, but it's a like double stain with all this other bullshit going on. It's what it always is. At least more often than not. I think I've seen like one variation of this fight in the past, but usually this is the last fight for a deal with the devil. Don't just be money, please. Be like Spirit Hearts. Ooh, Seraphim. That could be nice. He fires especially with BFF here, he fires these pretty high damage shots, but only every so often. No Spirit Hearts or anything for sale, huh? I'm just kind of up a creek. I guess I could buy the wooden spoon and then hope for something better to pop up in its place. I don't know. I want to save my money. You do actually get quite a decent amount of money from the Ultra Greed fight itself, I think, though. Or the Ultra Greedier fight. So let's try and hedge our bets a little bit here. That's pretty good. That's Moldy Bread, which isn't just an HP upgrade. Ooh, the 1-up! Oh, that would give me an extra shot at the fight if I die, but I can't buy it now, obviously. Oh well. Alright, I guess this is the loadout we're going to Ultra Greed with. At least we have our pinking shears. Unfortunately, not going to be able to make use of the Vibrant Bulb trinket. We're going to lose that all stats upgrade once we use the pinking shears in the fight. But you know, I think that'll be probably totally worth it, especially with car battery. Alright, let's see what we can do here. Ultra Greed. So this fight starts off totally normally. We're gonna see. Can we get, yeah, they're on him, okay. If I can probably just like hang out far away from him and let those guys deal like all the damage. Look at this. They're just tearing into him. Alright. Just kind of pick up the money on the sidelines here. See, this is actually really good as Azazel, because normally you'd have to get in there with your tiny ass brimstone and make something happen, and that's very dangerous. Being that close to Ultra Greed is pretty close, the closest you can get here to a death sentence, I think. But with this, we can actually stand just back and be totally fine, because they're locked right on him, and he doesn't like teleport around or anything crazy, so should be good. This could be nasty. All right, didn't blow me up anyway. Look, he's just getting shredded. This is crazy. I totally... Like, I knew they did amazing amounts of damage, but this is kind of ridiculous. Especially given that Ultra Greed has scaling health and boss armor, and he's not a like a frail boss by any stretch. Look at this though. They're gonna do it. Alright, so that's the first phase of the fight down. Now the second phase gets a little scary here, but it is cool as hell. Okay, so he's gonna do like a lot of exploding now, and that's pretty bad for us because we're not immune to explosions. If you can get an item that makes you immune to explosions, that makes this fight so much easier. If I can, okay, so that he does jump around sometimes like this, so our strategy is not totally foolproof anymore. But if we can just lock our dudes on him for long enough, like he's already almost halfway down. No, I need you guys to get on Ultra Greed. Ultra Greedier, I guess it would be his name here. Got some money out of that. Yeah, everything he does basically explodes, or except for the brimstone shots, they don't explode. That would be a little insane, but I think we're gonna be able to make this happen. We got Smart Fly in there now since we did take damage. Can we get our... Yeah, there we go. They're in there now. Yeah, I think this is gonna work. Our first Greedier mode run is gonna be a success. Oh my god, and paint the room gold, boy. We got the Batwing in the basement. First time I've ever done that. And hopefully that also unlocks Lilith. I didn't see any pop-up for it, but hopefully once we enter the chest here, then we'll get that. For the time being, let's just donate to our Greed machine. Still 0% chance of breaking, which is pretty nice. Oh man, that's about the best I could have expected our first Greedier mode run to go now. Kane now holds the paperclip, which is actually really good. It's a very good trinket for Kane to start with. Or for anyone to start with, really. Alright, well, I was kind of a bystander in my own fight, so good job to my body here. And let's see the ending of Greedier mode. Hope no arachnophobes are watching that one. That was a little bizarre to say the least. So that did not unlock Lilith, did it? Lilith. No, it did not. Okay, well, I guess we're gonna have to do Greed mode and Greedier mode separately with each character. That kind of sucks. Not gonna lie about that, but oh well. At least we know now that Greedier mode does not also unlock the Greed mode unlocks. That's fine though. It's gonna be a little weird because it looks like we've done Greed mode as Azazel now, but clearly we haven't. Because on Kane here, you can see that's the Greed mode unlock, and then I guess the red outline once you do Greedier mode. So that's that for this video, though. Real shame that it didn't unlock Lilith, but it is what it is. Next time we'll tackle something different, probably. But for now, thank you for watching. Please leave a like or dislike down below, depending on how you enjoyed the video, as well as a comment telling me what you thought. And subscribe if you want to see more. I try to post these Isaac videos every day, once a day at least. And that's going to be it for the time being, so thank you everyone for watching. This is ArgonMatrix, signing out. Thank you and good night.